Hi everyone, I'm here to work on the Masquerade where my granddaughter is in the photo. She's this one right here. And I'm using City of Love by Mintay. And I do have one paper here that is so old I don't actually remember what it was, but I think the bottom had like little fairies on it. And so anyhow, I really wanted to use this. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. It's really pretty. It was a perfect complement to this. But this is the only piece I had and I wanted to mat it. I'm kind of into matting more layers now. And so I matted with this. This is the top of one of the Mintay papers. I think it was page 3. And it's like the front of it was, let's see, it was like something like this. But anyhow, I am using this part here that looks like broken wall, or yeah, aged wall. So I'm going to put that on top of this because I really wanted that. So I thought I'm just going to cut that paper. I'm sure I will be able to use enough of it to not feel bad about using this, because since I was gonna do it. I just really like that color. And then I'm using this too with so I'm not gonna use a white one at all. I'm gonna have this. It'll have a little bit of white, but it also has the colors, which I really liked being able to see that. So, and I've kind of used like 1/8 of an inch here, but then this one here, I think I used 1/4 of an inch. And so now I'm going to put this there. And I just liked being able to see those other colors. And lately I've really been into more matting. Or sometimes no matting, but today I'm going to use matting. And I think I can just go ahead and put this one on here. I just got to make sure I save enough room for, I made little tickets, and I'll show you that here in a second. So, and I'm going to have this little hat box down here too. So I think if I put it about there, that should be good. And here's my ruler. Okay, so I'm gonna put that, oops. And, oh, maybe I need to put this here first. Remember I showed you I was gonna use this window? And so I'm gonna use that right around in here. I'll kind of start it there, because I might have to move it up a little bit. But I kind of want to make sure I got enough room for everything. So I think that's good. I love this wreath paper, and I think it was paper number 1, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and I guess I can tell because here's my paper. Oh, it's paper number 2. Okay. So there's that. And I made these little masks, and if anybody wants to know how to make them, I will do a video on that. I made this one so it would look like a man's mask, and then this one is actually the first one I made, and I just cut a template, and then this I actually punched a half a circle out of this punch here, and then I used 3 of the little scallops for each side, and then I used the little feathers like that I use for my when I make the little arrows, and someplace I put the little rhinestones because I actually had them in one of the kits I made, and now I don't know what I did with them. But on this one here, I used one of the Chamel little stones. I think you can see that without too much glare. And so I used that on this one here. And this one I actually cut out of the floral paper. And this one here, I actually cut out of the paper that was the back of this. And it was one of the frames. And so it's on the back of this. So, and both of them were something that I had already cut something else off of. So they're basically scraps. Or all three of them were basically scraps. And then I used this Graphic 45. I think their paper was called World's Fair. And I used the ticket stub. And I used this Distress Oxide. It's called Spun Sugar. And I just stamped it on a piece of pink scrap that I had. And it's very light, but I like how it turned out, so that's okay. One I didn't print quite as hard, so I'm going to put that one up in here. Tuck that in. So I'm going to tuck that up in here just a little. And I do want that straight, so let me check it. Okay. And then this one here, I'm going to overlap it and just tilt it a little bit. And I really like how it looks. Let me just show you up close. I notice that whenever I show something, I think, oh, I still can't see it. But then when I actually view it on the computer, it looks great. So, and I've already, I think I'm going to have to jump on that, what is it, that family foam or that kids foam that has a sticker on it. Because, like, look at all my piecing together here. So I cut out the little hat box from one of the frames. Excuse me. And so I'm gonna just stick that right here. And then down here, because I like things in odd numbers, I made an extra, one of the extra little masks. So I'm gonna put that down here. Oh, and I forgot, I need to, underneath the nose area, I am putting a dimensional. And this one here, I'm gonna kind of angle it just so it fits. And just because I want it lifted up a little bit there. And then I'm going to put glue on each side. And I love how these turned out. They turned out so cute. And so I'm just going to put glue on the corners here because I want it to be kind of up a little bit so it kind of is, you know, like it's face shaped. Oh, now I'm wearing it. And I'm going to, I tied it in a little tiny bow, and so I am going to strategically place it so it's kind of tucked underneath, but you see that, so it looks like it's laying on its bow, you know, on the little hat box. Okay, and that looks good. I'm just going to lift it up and show you because I think it's adorable. So there. And okay, and then over here I cut out one of the little clocks from the Shabby book, and I think it's just called the Shabby book. I don't think it has a number. So I'm going to stick that up here. So I think I've got this thing in the right spot. But I'm going to just make sure it's straight. And it looks like it is. Okay. And so this is ready to put down now. And I really love how this turned out. Oh, and I just see I forgot something. I need to put my recipe in front of me. Because I have this little, let's see, make sure I got it in the right space. Because I think I skipped the spot where I wanted it. Okay. So, anyhow, I cut out this little key and heart. So I'm actually going to stick that right underneath here if I can still get it up. Okay. Oh, the other part wasn't even glued down, just the part where I needed to get underneath. So I'm just going to lay that there. I had cut it out and put it over here, but then I kind of decided against using it. And I'll show you here in a minute why. And then I thought, oh, I think I'll just put this over here. And I think it really is so cute there. And this brings my embellishments to 5 over here. So that, you know, works for me. Okay. And I'm going to have to put a little glue right underneath that. It needs to be holding down the little crochet thread and the little mask. And this I cut out of the little frame where there was flowers, so that's why I just love how it turned out. So pretty. Okay, and then I've got the male mask, the one I'm calling the masculine mask. And I used, I cut my shape and then I used those peel-offs like I showed in my tutorial with the little hearts. And in those peel-offs, there's some that are like corners. And so I took the corner and put it down like towards the nose area, and then there's like a little floral section, so it's up on the top. So I really think it turned out cute. And then I just used walnut stain to stain the little handle that they, you know, hold it up to their face with. Okay, I think that should be enough to hold it fine. Did I put underneath that, any underneath that stick besides up there? Might not need it. Okay, do I have it up far enough? No, it needs to be up further. Okay, that should be the spot. Because I don't want this on the window. I just want it kind of overlapping the other mask. And this one I use some of those little, they're like a pinkish peach, like kind of rhinestone-y like things, but well, I know they're plastic, so. And that's what I put one of those over here too. And I use the other thing for there. And then I use the crochet thread. And I thought that was just enough. Oh, and I've used toothpicks. But like I said, if anybody wants to see that, just let me know down in the comments and I will do a tutorial on it. Because it's like, I was really excited about doing this, but I thought, I just want little masks to go with it. And I looked for masks in my stickers and the only ones I could find were those, what is it, comedy and a tragedy in with dance stuff. everything should be glued in up there. It should take. Okay, let me make sure that's in a good place. Oh, maybe I want it up a little higher. And it's like the nose part isn't sticking up enough. I think once it lifts. And where are my little dimensionals? Oh, here. So I think I'm gonna put another one. Hope I don't regret that. Hope it's not, doesn't stick up too much, but seems like it's just not enough. And these are kind of flatter, but maybe this needs to go up here now. Because I think I got my window up a little bit higher. Let's see if I put it there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wonder if I can just, I'm afraid I won't be able to move that. I think I'm gonna have to move this up. Okay, I think I'm gonna just put that up there. So it just needs a little bit of glue. I probably didn't put any glue right underneath that part where it needs to be. Okay, well, I think it's there enough. Okay, I think that should do it there. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. And it does need a little bit of glue here because it wants to stand straight out. Okay, that looks good. And then right here on this balcony, I wanted to put the keys. That's what I had made these, but it's like, it just looked weird for it to be just right there in the middle of the flowers. So I decided I was just gonna cut out this flowers, and I did have to trim quite a bit of them because it was a lot of flowers. So I just kind of trimmed it down and just kept trying it there until I liked it. And so that's about where it needs to be. I think that's it, with the exception of my enamel dots. And I'm going to be using the ones from they're Simple Stories. Oh, here they are. Indigo. The indigo ones. Indigo Gardens. And so those are the ones I'm going to use because I didn't have any that looked right with this. So and this looks like the perfect color. So I got 7 things there. And so let me see over here, I think I can add 3. And there you go. I think it's gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't wait for her to see it. So I will have some close-ups at the end. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you liked it, give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bye-bye.